So you want to upgrade your weapons in Starfield. So a great way that is so obtainable straight away is in Jameson. Alpha Centauri, it's the very first solar system you go into, and then you want to be going into the lodge. You should be able to, especially if you're looking this far in already, you should be able to go here straight away, as it literally is the first mission. It's very, very easy to find. Get into the lodge, and you want to go as soon as you should land in, well, just outside of the doors, once we're actually there, and it is straight inside of there. This obviously will come at credits, and also there is research tasks that you can do as well once we actually load into here. And there we go. So we're in here now. So obviously you want to go straight into the doors of the lodge. Should be able to just zoom straight in. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to load. Finding that to be a bit of a case with this game. There was a lot of loading time. But once you're in the lodge here, so obviously this is where the main missions kind of go about. Obviously everybody's looking for these. So if you are just generically trying to upgrade your weapons just to kind of progress, you want to be heading down this corridor. So obviously from here, left or straight in, it's on right. And you want to be going down here. If you have watched the channel before, you do know that there is a suit that you can get that should be in this store. I want to say it's around here. In there, obviously there is a little glitch that normally you can get that done. If you just go down there, you can get yourselves a Mark 1 suit easily. You didn't see anything. But in terms of upgrading your weapons, this is the place to go. So it's obviously straight from the stairs. You've got all these little research tables. It's going to be your station to work with. So I've only got 3 weapons at the moment, and obviously I'm kind of utilizing them as much as possible as I find them. I find especially the Maelstrom and also the Peacekeeper to be my favorite ones to use. But what you want to be doing with this is obviously as you click into them, there is a few things that you can do. You've got installed components already, and obviously what they are. So for instance, if we wanted to have a look at optic, I've obviously got a reflex sight. I've managed to just pick these weapons up, so I haven't actually done anything to them. But if you obviously wanted to change them for whatever reason, it will give you what you actually need in them. So you'd need to go buy them or go make them, or obviously if they're not necessarily already kind of there, you'd need to research them as well. If we wanted to put a muzzle on, muzzle brake, non-suppressor if you really wanted to, obviously that's going to help with being stealthy. Then you've also got the grip. If you wanted to add it, you can also see on the left hand side what it does to it. So obviously value is going to be big one there, but also it depends on accuracy. The mass of it's going to change as well. So always bear that in mind as you are going forward with this. The question is have you done any research as well? This is one thing that I looked straight away at the game because it was on your ship, but it is also around here as well. So that is going to be the research lab. Obviously, when it comes to the research lab, skills are going to be massive with it as well. So you've got weapon engineering. I don't know if you have anything on tech actually. I'm pretty sure tech is predominantly to do with your ship, whereas the science is going to be weapon engineering, research methods is going to be a good one for you to use, as well as then any of the others that is just naturally going to help with other research as well. As obviously it's not all just about weapons, but if we go into the research lab here, it should load up. And as you can see, we've got some that projects in progress. We've also then got all of these down here that have got different things you can do. Realistically, we're looking at weaponry with this video. So block to the moment, you'd need weapon engineering rank 1. So that is always going to help if you are looking to really upgrade your weapons. So for instance, say we look at barrel 1. So we've managed to complete that. The only way now to complete barrel 2 is by having weapon engineering 1. So that's obviously going to stop me. And as you can imagine, if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, that would obviously give you more mods. As simple as it is. You've obviously got the grip and stock mod. You've then got optic and laser mod. We haven't quite finished that one yet, and I don't know if we have everything for it, do we? Oh, we do. Even better. So obviously we've finished the first one there. So that one's done. And then obviously we've been blocked by one again. And then obviously as we go for internal, receiver mods, magazine and battery, which is always going to be perfect, would require rank 2. Then obviously you'd get rank 3 kind of a bit further down. And then also rank 4. This is always going to be perfect for equipment and everything in general. This is going to be something that just adds that extra layer. But it will take a little bit of time to kind of get all the resources together, and it kind of keeps you off your quests. And this is where obviously in Starfield it's not all about just main quests. It is about the whole experience going forward, and depending on what you want to get from this game, you can easily go and not bother with any of these. You can literally just keep your stock weapons. There isn't much need for it, as long as you obviously are keeping a good stock of ammo and leveling up accordingly. There's not really any need for it. But in terms of weapon management, so I wonder if we have got the weapon what was it, the weapon, was it weapon engineer? I thought it was called something else. We've obviously got the certificate. I don't think it's down here. Let's just have a look again. In fact, it might be in, what was this one? That was social and that was physical. So was it weapon engineering that we saw? The symbol looked a little bit different, so that's why I'm questioning it. So it's, yeah, weapon engineering. It just looked a little bit different in comparison. So obviously with this one, I can't actually get it yet, I don't think. Or can I? No, I think I can. So weapon engineering, beautiful. I can get the first one. Oh, okay, because it's a different badge. It threw me off, I must admit. So you can craft and improve weapon mods at Weapon Work Research Bench and research additional weapon mods at a research lab. So again, it's always going to be perfect. So if now I go into the research lab, as you'll be able to see, we should be able to do that mod 2, or at least start it now. So yeah, as we can see, we've managed to get it done. It will tell you the required materials there as well. So obviously the materials that we do need to actually get this done. So we've done the first one there. I don't think, can we do them all? Oh, we have done it all. I don't know why it said 0 there. It's for whatever reason, unless it means we've just got to give them up. Material available, obviously polymer we haven't got, so obviously we can do one of them, but it must mean that we haven't got the rest of them. So yeah, adhesive, we need 9 more to be able to get that finished. So again, it's always just extra bits that you can do. So if you want to utilize as much as you can, obviously putting it in is always going to be a start to it. So I normally would just go in and just finish off whatever you can, and then obviously you can come back for the rest and kind of keep a log. You don't really want to be coming back once a time, so I'd get everything done as much as possible, and then obviously come back with more and finish off the rest all in one big go. So from there, obviously there is not too much that you'd have extra on top of your weapons there, but there should be a couple of little bit of extra bits that you get to do there. So for instance, if we went into the Maelstrom this time, if we went into like the grip and stock, you obviously got the tactical one, grip and stock mods 100%. Then obviously if we went to muzzle, we've obviously now got the, was that the compensator? Nice. So we can obviously do that. That would give us range motion, would give us less accuracy in comparison, but then also it depends what's on there at the moment. So we've got the suppressor at the moment, as well as then we've got the short scope. If we wanted to go for reflex, medium scope, iron scope, it would give us different things depending on what you want. It is down to completely your choice, I would say, in terms of what you prefer here. But if we were to have a look at it, we can obviously do that. The big thing as well with weapons is obviously you've got your favorites. This is going to be perfect to keep your weapons on. The way to do that is just going into your weapons here. So say, obviously I've got the cutter. That could be useful in terms of being a favorite. So I'm going to put it right at the edge, as I'm not going to need it every single time. And predominantly I'm only really going to use 2 different ones. So if I've gone for my 2 weapons here, making sure I'm keeping them stocked in rounds, which I most definitely haven't at the moment, then that's going to be the main thing that you need to do. Obviously then swords you could really add on to the weapons favorite if you really wanted to, but predominantly I'm going to need them out and ready. Then all I can do is just swap in between the 2. So this one is the Peacekeeper, and we can swap them like that nice and easily.